Happy holidays from semi-retired MD. This week we're coming to you from Index, Washington, where we have a short-term rental and it's beautiful and snowy. It's been really incredible staying here. But by the time you see this, we'll be in Puerto Rico.
Our new content this week is our blog article called "When Did It Become Okay to Avoid Doing Hard Things?" And this really comes from listening to a lot of podcasts. And every time I listen to one, I hear people use the word hard for everything. This is hard. That's hard. You shouldn't invest in real estate because it's hard. It's really become such a commonly used word. And what I think is happening is that it's almost culturally accepted that it's okay that if it's hard, and it's okay for you to avoid doing hard things. And so I wanted to really kind of talk about this and bring it out in the open so we can discuss, is it really okay for all of us to avoid doing hard things? Because I think it's the opposite, actually.
Well, this really brought up for me, I'm listening to James Wedmore's podcast right now, and it's called The 12 Days of Abundance. And in it, he talks about gratefulness and how important it is. And he talks about the 5 levels of gratefulness. And level 4 of gratefulness is being grateful for the problems. And that, I think, really encompasses being grateful for the hard things that you have to do, because those are those things that allow you to grow.
Yeah, and growth is really important. If you have been following our blog, one of the things that we realized when we achieved financial freedom, we were not fulfilled. And so what we realized was that we needed to continue to grow. And part of that growth is actually continually challenging ourselves to do those hard things. One of the things my coach says actually is that, well, because it's hard, that's why you have to do it. And she says, you've got to go do it. And I go do it.
And we actually have an old blog post we wanted to bring up, which is called "What Does Mindset Have to Do with Real Estate Investing?" And it was about one of those hard things that we did, which was climbing a 30-foot pamper pole and jumping off and trying to catch a trapeze, and how much growth and pride came from doing what was hard in our minds.
Well, yeah, it was also really important for overcoming our fear, because fear is actually one of the reasons why a lot of us don't attempt hard things. And so climbing that pamper pole, yeah, I'm afraid of heights, and I didn't want to do it. But using mindset, I was able to overcome that fear. It doesn't mean I'm getting rid of it. I'm just overcoming it. Like we tell our children, just because you're afraid doesn't mean you go do it. Be brave and do it and push through, even though you're afraid.
Courage is not the absence of fear, but it's doing it anyway. In real estate news, we wanted to let you guys know that we are on the line for our 160 unit close.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what that means, on the line, but we're very, very close to the finish line, I think what you're saying, right?
Okay. No, but it's got to close by the end of the year for our tax benefits. So many of you know that we calculate how much we need to buy in real estate every year to shelter our income, and this is really important to that.
Yeah, and we purchased a 42 unit, and we also purchased a Dallas short-term rental, and we're really planning to close on this. I was going to say hoping, but I was saying we're going to close.
We're going to close
on this 160 unit before the end of the year. So we have. By the time you watch this, it'll just be a few days left, so we'll be giving you an update on how that is in the next video.
Now, one of the things we're going to be doing is we're also going to be paying ahead for some rehabs as well. So that will help with the finances. Well, happy holidays again from us. We will see you all next week.